let's talk about one of the great challenges of life. One of the great obstacles we all face sooner or later. People. Not just people, but the wrong people. The difficult ones. The draining ones. The ones who test your patience and shake your peace. Yes, I'm talking about toxic people. And the question we must ask is this: how do you deal with them? How do you keep your life strong, steady, and full of calm when the world keeps placing these individuals in your path? Because if you've lived long enough, you know this truth: there is no escaping them. They show up at work. They sit across from you at the dinner table. They find their way into friendships, relationships, even families. And sometimes, they wear a smile while they do the most damage. Now pause for a moment and consider. How many hours, how many days, how many months of your life have been stolen by the wrong people? By their words, their actions, their drama? How many times have you gone to bed replaying a conversation in your mind, wishing you'd said something different, wishing you'd handled it another way? How many times have you let their chaos become your storm? This is not a small problem. This is one of life's great lessons. Because the quality of your life, the peace of your mind, the strength of your heart, it often comes down to one thing: how well you handle the toxic people who cross your path. So let me ask you again, what do you do? Do you avoid them? Do you cut them off? Do you build walls so high that no one can reach you? Some people try, but is that real freedom? Or is there another way, a smarter way, a way that puts the control back in your hands and allows you to rise above instead of merely running away? That's the path we're going to explore together. Not just surviving toxic people, but thriving in spite of them. Not just escaping their influence, but becoming untouchable to their poison. Because the truth is simple. Life will always have toxic people, but you don't always have to be affected by them. Most of us think the answer is simple. We cut them off. We avoid them. We build walls and draw boundaries. And sometimes, yes, that's necessary. But I want to suggest something deeper. Something more powerful. Because here's the truth. Cut one out, and another shows up. Move to another job, another city, another circle, and you'll find them again. You can't escape toxic people by running. You can only rise above them by growing. Let me tell you, toxic people are like a virus, and a virus only thrives when the immune system is weak. It's not about the virus. It's about the host. You stop being infected, not by changing the world, but by strengthening yourself. You stop giving their poison power when you build a mind and spirit so strong that their words bounce off you like stones thrown at a mountain. What do toxic people live for? They live for your reaction. That's their fuel. Your anger, your frustration, your confusion, those are their victories. The only real power they hold is the power you hand them when you react. And the second you stop reacting, you cut off their supply. Imagine this. Someone presses every button you've got, and you stay calm. They twist your words, and you stay centered. They throw tantrums, and you stand still. Who has the power then? Not them, you. Now don't be surprised. The moment you stop reacting, they panic. They'll escalate. They'll shout louder, dig deeper, throw dirtier punches. Why? Because they can feel their grip slipping. But my friend, that's not the time to fight back. That's the time to hold your ground, to stay calm, to let silence speak louder than words. Remember, the strongest person in the room is not the one who yells. It's the one who doesn't flinch while others lose their balance. Here's the key. Every time you react, You train them. You train them to keep going, to push harder, to test you again. But when you refuse, when you no longer respond, the fire dies. No fuel, no flames, no reaction, no control. So how do you win? You win by refusing to play their game. You win by mastering yourself so deeply that nothing shakes you. Their opinion, meaningless. Their approval or disapproval, irrelevant. Their insults, their praise, just noise in the wind. What matters is what you choose to believe about yourself. What matters is the energy you protect. Now let me ask you, how much of your life has been wasted on one comment that ruined your day? One argument that stole your focus? One guilt trip that drained your energy? That's slavery. That's giving away your freedom. That's letting their dysfunction dictate your destiny. And you are not here for that. You are here to be free, to be untouchable, to live from the inside out, not the outside in. Imagine a life where nothing they said bothered you. Imagine waking up unshaken, no matter the insults, no matter the drama. That's real power. That's real freedom. And here's the good news. You can build that. But let's be honest. Most of us keep hoping they'll change. We think if we just explain one more time, they'll understand. If we just love harder, they'll soften. If we just hold on a little longer, they'll finally treat us right. My friend, let me tell you something hard. That day isn't coming. Toxic people don't want peace. They don't want resolution. They want control. And the sooner you accept that truth, the sooner you set yourself free. You don't need their apology. You don't need their closure. You don't need them to wake up and realize what they've done. And even if they did, it wouldn't change a thing. Because their apology is just another tactic, another move to pull you back into the cycle. You don't owe them your time. You don't owe them your energy. You don't owe them explanations. You owe yourself peace. Here's another truth. Even if you cut them off physically, if you're still replaying conversations in your head, they're still winning. If you're still wondering what you did wrong, they still own a piece of you. Distance without detachment is just another form of bondage. The real victory comes when you stop caring, when their name no longer stirs your heart, when their memory no longer steals your sleep, when they become background noise in your life. That's freedom. And yes, they will fight harder when you start pulling away. They will lash out. They will scramble. Because toxic people need an audience. They need someone to manipulate. They need someone to react. But if you stand firm, they will move on. Because here's the truth. They don't treat everyone this way. They pick their targets. They pick the kind, the empathetic, the forgiving. They pick those who give second chances. They pick the ones who care. That's why it's hard for you to let go. But listen closely. You don't owe them anything. Not your kindness, not your patience, not another chance. You are allowed to walk away without guilt. And when you do, you discover the greatest truth of all. You never needed them. It was always them who needed you. They needed your light, your hope, your generosity. They needed you because you gave them fuel. But you don't need their chaos. You don't need their validation. You don't need their approval. Losing them is not loss, it's liberation. Now here's the beautiful part. Every insult, every betrayal, every manipulation they threw at you, those can become your tools. The very pain they caused you can become the reason you rise. Toxic people don't break strong people. They create them. They thought they were destroying you. They were training you. They were sharpening you. And now, you're dangerous. The best revenge is not cutting them off. The best revenge is not giving them a taste of their own medicine. No, the best revenge is becoming someone they can never touch again. Someone so happy, so successful, so confident that their memory is nothing but a faded shadow. Someone who rises so high that their words echo far below you, never reaching your heart again. They wanted you small. Instead, you became strong. They wanted you broken. Instead, you became unshakable. They wanted you doubting yourself. Instead, you discovered who you are. That's the lesson. That's the victory. That's the freedom. So let them talk. Let them watch. Let them sit in the same place while you outgrow every trap they set for you. Let them choke on their bitterness while you move so far ahead they can't even reach you with their hate. Because the truth is, they were never your competition. They were just a distraction. The real competition is the old you, the one who tolerated them, who doubted your worth, who stayed too long in places that drained you. Every time you rise above, every time you choose peace over chaos, every time you walk away without guilt, you win. And here's the final word. They counted on you staying broken. They counted on you never finding your strength. They counted on you wasting your life on them. But they were wrong. You are stronger. You are freer. And from this moment forward, you don't need revenge. You don't need closure. You don't need their approval. You only need to keep rising, keep growing, keep becoming. Because success is the sweetest revenge. Peace is the ultimate victory. And freedom is the smartest way to deal with toxic people.